Hey, what's going on out there? It's your girl, Pretty Sexy Jada Brand, aka Stunner Assassin. And of course, your girl is back for another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6, Blinded by Lies, Episode 4. Baby. Shout outs to all the new Assassin family that has been coming over and joining and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all are now silent but deadly assassins. And I just want to thank you all for coming through, viewing, supporting the channel, showing your girl love over here on YouTube. You guys, thank y'all. Just thank y'all so much. Also, you guys, if you would like to support the channel, I will be putting my Cash App tag up in the video and in the description box below. If you would like to help your girl out and support your girl over here on my YouTube journey, because I am new to this, reviewing and blogging and like recap, and I know I don't have like the best setup and the best equipment, so if you guys would like to help, I'm gonna put it somewhere on the channel, in the channel and in the video. But y'all, I just want to say thank y'all again, and I appreciate y'all so much. And just keep doing what y'all doing, community. Keep viewing, keep liking, keep sharing the vlog, and letting people know about your girl. Because this is something I'm hoping and praying that will change my life and make it so I can thrive and survive and just take care of myself as a Black transgender woman living in the South. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6, Episode 4, Blinded by Lies. And y'all, our opening scene is Trick Daddy, and he is fresh out the hospital. And baby, we are celebrating his son's Jay graduation party from graduating from college. And baby, it is lit. It's a vibe. It's a whole mood. We got friends and family at the event. Trick is, of course, on the grill. And his son Jay is turned up, just having a good time. You know the vibes is vibing. It's lit. And baby, we see the Hollywood twins, of course, at the party, and they are celebrating, taking shots with Jay, having just a good time, laughing and talking. And I did not know that the twins are actually supposed to be Trick and Jay's play cousins. So this is going to be very interesting. And just to see how the twins are interacting with Jay at the party is very telling. So then, baby, also while we are at the graduation party, we see our girl Hot Topic. And of course, Hot Topic is looking very beautiful, looking nice. And she's just out mingling, talking with the people. She also tells Jay congratulations on his graduation. And, things are just going well. And then, baby, we get into it, because Hot Topic sits down and she opens the door about Trina's marriage and the tea that she has and how hot it is, and she's just not understanding why the relationship is changing, why everything has had to become so private and secret. And baby, after that, we move from Hot Topic, and our boy Derek comes to the party. Angela's not with him, but he said he was invited to the graduation party by Trick, and he was like, this is a great opportunity to talk to a Miami City legend in the rap game. And Derek goes, he introduces himself to Trick, and Trick's son they're all talking, and Trick asks Derek if he could set aside a studio session for the Hollywood twins. And Trick gives a little rundown to Derek about what the twins have done, but he's wanting them to get in the studio and really make some music with a hot producer. And Trick says Derek is definitely that guy. And I love that we are having like a interconnection, like how we see how everybody's kind of gonna tie in. So Derek's gonna help produce the twins a new track. Trick is also seeming to be like the twins manager while he's helping them. So I'm loving it. And y'all, that is a great opening to this scene of episode 4. And so we get into our next scene, and y'all, it is Zoe at home and sharing about her relationship and her upcoming performance and event that she is holding. How tension has been building up between her and her man. And, you know, right now, everything is just kind of going crazy. Then Zoe also shares that she shares that, you know, she hasn't spoken with her sister since the whole fake pregnancy announcement. And, you know, she just doesn't know why her sister would do anything like that or do something like that. And the next thing you know, we get a knock at the door, and it's actually Zoe's sister, and she wants to talk to her about everything that happened and explain why she did what she did. And you know, we get a moment of her and Zoe sitting down and talking, and then getting clarification about what happened, why it happened, and why she did it. And also, you know, we find out that Zoe's sister was really pregnant, but she had a miscarriage, and so she lost the baby. And, you know, I understand why Zoe would be upset, because, girl, like, you playing with my career, you playing with my life. But also finding out the information that Zoe's sister was sharing with her about a lot of things that were happening and occurring, I would have not also been as hard driven about it, but I would have been very much so like, okay, girl, well, we can't go this route. We can't do this if you need my help, if you need my attention. So I think them having this sister moment, having this conversation, kind of puts them in a better predicament and better spot. And then, y'all, we get into our next scene, and baby, it is Bobby. And Bobby is having lunch with Trina. As you all know, he did ask her out to go out to eat so that they could talk. And baby, you know, Bobby was like, of course you will invite me to lunch. It's somewhere I'm not gonna eat. And Trina was like, why are you complaining? Sit down. You know, this is my favorite spot. You know, this is what I love. And baby, Bobby and Trina get down to having like a real conversation. And, you know, Bobby just shares with Trina, you know, about he didn't understand why she snuck and got married and didn't tell. And it's not that she snuck and got married. She made a choice why she chose to go get married and not tell anyone, and just kind of keep it things very private between her and Swerve. And, you know, Trina says that it's her relationship and that it's her husband, and that's what she wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do, to have a very private and intimate moment. And everyone should be able to understand and respect that, because, you know, that is Trina's own personal relationship. And then, you know, they also get into the conversation about Trina's marriage being leaked to the blogs. And, you know, Trina said that it's not something, that's not how she wanted things to come out. But, you know, hey, they're out now, and she doesn't know who would go and release something like that. And come to find out, while we are at the table, Bobby shares with Trina that Eliza's manager, Van, shared with him that Hot Topic runs a tea page, and, you know, she may have been the person to have leaked the information about Trina's marriage to Swerve. And Bobby shares that with Trina, and Trina says she finds that very interesting, that she would be the person to release the information and put it out there. And then, you know, we move from that, because Trina's like, well, I don't really want to talk about that. Bobby shares with Trina that he has been getting himself together and getting himself cleaned up, and he realized that he needs to get sober because Bobby said he likes to party all the time. Well, he used to like to party all the time, and the gateway to him partying all the time would be through alcohol. And he says he's cut back on drinking. So I think for him to be open and very vulnerable and sharing with his cousin that he is trying to get himself cleaned up and together while they're having this conversation about a lot of other things that are happening within the Miami scene. I think this was like very important and very necessary, and I want them to have the conversation and just actually talk and be open with each other as family. So I love seeing that, y'all. Then we get into our next scene, and it is Shay meeting up with her manager to talk about business, but also give her manager the rundown about everything that's been going on in her relationship with Fabo. But first we talk business about Shay's products and about how well it is going and how well she's doing. And also her manager shares with her that, Shay has missed out on a lot of business opportunities this year being in her relationship. And, she wants to understand what is really going on. And then Shay shares with her manager that, Fabo had supposedly got someone pregnant, then come to find out that was fake. And she's like, she just doesn't know what's going on in their relationship. And her manager shares with her that, she can tell and she has been noticing how the relationship has been affecting her, and that Shay probably needs to go through Fabo's phone and find out what's really going on, what's really happening through his tablet, through any electronic device he has, to find out what is necessarily going on in their relationship, what's happening. And Shay says she's at her breaking point, and you can tell because while she's having this conversation, you can see like the emotions overtaking her, and her manager is just trying to be as supportive as she can and be there for her. And that I have to appreciate, I have to love, because sometimes it's not easy for a person to walk away, especially when they have given so much. And Shay definitely gives me, this has been a lot and I just can't walk away, but if I find proof, I can then leave. And I think if there's sometimes what it takes is for you to find proof, find a proof. So y'all, we into our next scene, and it is Trick Daddy. And baby, Trick shares with us, when he was in the hospital, there was only one young lady that kept coming to his mind. And we haven't seen Trick with many love interests on Love and Hip Hop. Our first introduction to him being a married man but getting divorced was through Joy. And so this is like a second time around we really get the chance to see into Trick's personal life. And so we meet So Unique, and Trick have been messing with each other off and on for some time. And Trick says, being in the hospital made him realize that he don't want to be alone. He don't want to go through life alone. And the only person he could think of was So Unique when he was in the hospital. And even when he was at Jay's graduation party, he did talk to Ray J and share with Ray J, he was going to reach out to her and invite her over for dinner, and just to see what things were between him and her. And So Unique is very cute. She's very pretty. She's really tatted. Trick has cooked for her, gave her a full course meal, baby. And you can just tell tonight's gone. Oh my God, it's gonna be some. And tonight, ain't the panties. I'm just saying, that's the vibe it was giving. They talked, they had conversation. Trick shares with So Unique, his feelings that he was, what brought him to this point for them to actually do this. And I appreciate that and love seeing that. Y'all, then we get into our next scene, and baby, it is Derek in the studio, and you know he doing his ones and twos as a producer. He making his beats. He's getting his session ready for the twins, as today they're supposed to come in and work on a track with him from since Trick asked him, and baby, Derek is very professional. Number one, because he is waiting. He's already there. He's getting the keys together, the sounds together. And baby, the next thing you know, we get the Hollywood twins walking through the door. And baby, the girls are looking very beautiful. And you know, when they sit down, Derek asks them, like, what all have they done? What all are they on, like far as like musically wise, what kind of sound are they looking for, what kind of wave are they trying to go for. And the ladies said, honestly, you know, they've done this and they've done that, but they also kind of want to make it like a banger, a hit, like a Miami club banger, something for the city to turn up to. And you know, Derek said, okay, we all in the right spot. Then while in the studio session, one of the twins shares that her twin is actually mentioned with Trick's sons, Jay. And baby, he's in the studio texting her, and they pretty much get into a conversation about one twin saying that they don't need to be fooling around and messing around, and the other twin saying that, you know, it's not that deep, it's not that personal. And Derek asks the twins, like, what's going on, because they seem very distracted. And one of the twins does share with Derek that, you know, it's some things going on, and that the other twin matters not in the right place. And Derek said, well, we didn't come here for that. Y'all, we came here to work. And he's like, I even came up with a concept for y'all, which is like the same girl like Usher and R. Kelly. And I thought that was very deep, because by them being twins, you would only think there's one of them, but actually come to find out there's two. So I really like the creative direction Derek did take while the ladies were in the studio. And now, no, the music did not get made, but we do have an idea of what is happening and what the ladies can be working towards in the future. Y'all, then we get into our next scene, and baby, it is Shay, and Shay's at home, and Shay has went through Fabo's phones, tablets, and come to find out, Fabo has been cheating on Shay with multiple women, talking to multiple women, giving them conversation. And you know, Shay says, find out this information, she had to leave her house and she had to go drop off her daughter, because she said she could not let her daughter see what was going on, or just like the emotional state that she was in. And you know, Shay turns to the one person who she can turn to whenever anything is going wrong, and Shay goes to her mom and she apologizes to her, and she also shares with her mom that, you know, Fabo's been cheating on her and just everything that he's been doing and what's been going on in their relationship. And Shay's mother shares with her and consoles her and lets her know that, you know, everything's going to be okay and it's going to work themselves out. And that, you know, ever since he has came into the picture, things just have not been going good for Shay. And, you know, he's been trying to separate her from them for some time, and she's just glad that Shay is able to see for herself who he is as a person. And I think it's kind of hard when you have a child with someone, when you just are in a relationship with someone, you find out that they are doing things that you have not been doing, that you never expected them to do. You kind of go, why me, why this? But I always say it's a blessing in disguise, because they're never going to find another person like you. So y'all, we then get into our next scene, and it is Hot Topic meeting up with Swerve's ex/baby mama. And baby, Hot Topic says, you know, she's only going to sit down with the young lady because she wants to have all the information correctly. So guess what? If she calls to Trina with anything, she can tell her exactly what she heard and where it came from. And you know, we get to see Hot Topic sit down with the young lady, and the young lady has also brought one of her friends. And baby, Hot Topic says, so what information do you have about Swerve? What do you know about Swerve? And baby, pretty much the young lady shares with Hot Topic that, you know, her and Swerve used to work together. Swerve had been stalking Trina for a little while. He knew where she worked at. She didn't have any contact information for him. She had been trying to find him so she could put him on child support to help with their child. And you know, Hot Topic says, how do you even know it's Swerve's baby? And she was like, because I was working with Swerve, I was having sex with him, and just a whole bunch of things. And y'all, when I say, I was like flabbergasted and awe, because it was like the information she was telling, I was like, dang, a lot of people, you never know what a person's real intentions and motives are. And I'm not saying that Swerve is a bad guy, I'm just saying you just never know. Like, this information is all coming out, and until we actually get factual proof, it's just information. But I was kind of like Hot Topic. I was just like, let me take this in, let me sit back. I ain't gonna say nothing. But Hot Topic did share that she would, you know, talk to Trina, and she would see and where things would go from there. Y'all, and then we get into our next scene. And baby, it is back to our girl Shay. And Shay's preparing for Fabo to come home and sit him down, so she can sit him down and talk to him about everything about him cheating, about how she no longer wants to have their relationship or be together. And you know, how can they make the relationship work for their child but not for them as a couple. And she says she just no longer wants this. Fabo comes in, and baby, Shay go ham. Shay was like, I know you've been cheating, I know you've been lying. Fabo was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why you coming at me with this? Why are you bringing any of this up? We already been through this. Why we keep talking about this? And Shay was like, no, you know what I'm talking about, Fabo. You know what I'm talking about. You know all these other females and all these other people you've been cheating and talking to behind my back on me since you've been living with me down here in Miami. Baby, it just all came out. And I don't blame Shay for taking her ground and standing her ground and telling him, like, this is not gonna work. You gotta go. This is not a healthy relationship for me, for our child, for us to be a family or coexisting. And baby, it just was very emotional and very, very, very heated. And then y'all, we go from that scene to our next scene, and it is our girl Zoe. And you know, this is our closing scene, y'all. And Zoe is at her album release party, and it is lit, baby. When I say the girls is there, decorated, very nicely themed. Zoe has on royal blue, as I would, because as a queen, you should always be royal, okay? And baby, you know, we got up in the party. We got Flo, we got Flo's sister Gael, we got Joy, we got Bobby, we got Trina, we got Swerve. Baby, you know, the city has turned up, turned out. Zoe says she is very excited for tonight, for everyone to finally see all her hard work and dedication, so everyone to hear her new music. You know, she says she still has not talked to her man, but you know, she does hope that he is in attendance tonight, because you know, they both did work on this album together. They both put in a lot of a lot of hard work and time, and you know, he deserves to be celebrated as well. And baby, Bobby is talking to Flo and Gael, and you know, they turn up, they dancing, and the next thing you know, Hot Topic comes in, and Hot Topic says to Bobby, I can always catch you with the ops. And Bobby's like, who the ops? What are you talking about? And basically Hot Topic shares with Bobby that She sees him over there with Flo and Gael, which she calls them the Gross Sisters, and she says, you know, I don't fool with them ever since the Dominican Republic family reunion, which, you know, that's something VH1 had started with the Love and Hip Hop cast. And I was like, oh, baby, this stems deep. And then Bobby says, well, I didn't know it was a problem, it was an issue. I'm cool with everybody. And she was like, yeah, Bobby, yeah. And she's like, but I ain't come here for you. I came here to talk to Trina because she said, you're not going to trail Trina, so I'm going to tell Trina. And Bobby was like, I don't want no parts of that. I'm not trying to be excommunicated or out the circle. And Hot Topic like walks off and walks away from Bobby. And she does go talk to Trina while Swerve is there. And you know, Hot Topic came over, she sat down and she was like, Trina, hey Trina, how you doing? I've been out the circle. And Trina was like, you know, what's up? Like, she gives her very bland hello, like, what's up, what's going on? And then all of a sudden Hot Topic starts to share with Trina that, you know, Swerve's ex had reached out to her and that, you know, Swerve has a child and, you know, she wants child support. And Trina pretty much says, I don't know what you talking about, who this lady is. This is my man. We together now. She not getting a single dime or cent up out of me. And she basically asks Swerve, like, so do you have a child? Do you know? Not Trina, Hot Topic. She basically asks Swerve, do you have a child? You know this woman? And Swerve immediately gets defensive. And he's like, stop playing with me. And it just gets very, very heated. And we go from there to then we get a performance from our girl Zoe. And Zoe tells everyone, you know, she thanks them and appreciates them for coming out and supporting her. And that, you know, this means a lot. And that, you know, she wants everybody to turn up. And she's going to perform one of her favorite songs off the album that she loved, which is Rada Rada. Rada Rada. Baby. And Zoe gets down on the bars. She letting y'all know she getting it. She getting it in. She going heavy with it. The crowd is loving the song. Everybody's bopping and grooving. And the next thing you know, you see Zoe man coming from the back. First of all, he got roses in his hand. Then the next thing you know, after Zoe done perform, baby, he gets up on the stage and he gives a speech. He tells everybody, you know, you need someone to love and come home to after a hard day's work. And working with Zoe on her project and just seeing how they had to grind together and the hours they had to spend. He says, you know, he knows he don't want to do this with no one else. And baby, the next thing you know, we get a bum bum ba-da, bum bum ba-da. We get a proposal from Zoe's man. And baby, Zoe is in shock. Zoe's like, wait, I was not expecting this. I do my album release and I'm getting proposed to at the same time. Yes, ma'am, Zoe. And the next thing you know, he asks Zoe, would she be his wife to be? And baby, our girl said, yes. Go off, Zoe. Go off, go off, go off, go off, go off, Zoe. Go off, Zoe. That's how you do it, B. That's how you do it. Y'all, oh my gosh, Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6. Y'all just keep doing them and doing them. And I think this is a perfect way to end episode 4, Blinded by Lies. Y'all, Love and Hip Hop Miami. Whew. It has been your girl, Pretty Sexy Jara Brand, aka Stone the Assassin. Until next time, y'all, your girl will be back for her y'all next review of episode 5 of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 6. Y'all be safe, be careful. Kisses, kisses, kisses. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and y'all be y'all. Be a wonderful community. Be a great person.